Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. And today, again, I got to do it again. I have to do it again. I'm sorry. Yesterday, I said something, and today I got to put my foot in my mouth because I did it again. And to the person who commented and asked me, was I going to get the new Devastator? And I was like, well, you must not watch my channel because I love my NBK Devastator. He's super huge. That's the size that I wanted. Like I said, same thing with, who was it? Superion. I had no plans on getting Superion. I had no plans on collecting the aerial bots because I had just gotten it. And then I had this great idea to turn him into Computron because I didn't have one. So then I went ahead and bought the aerial bots and the new Superion. With that being said, I made a video day before yesterday and I said, I've got the Age of the Prime so far. Everybody's coming out. I've got Alchemist. I've got Solus. I've got Prima. I've got 86 Optimus because I'm still not sold on Star Convoy. It's just that we'll see. Like I said, if I see it in Ross, for $25 or something like that, altogether different. But this video, ladies and gentlemen. So while I was going through talking about the Age of the Primes and how awesome they are and how much I enjoy them and I like them, and they do have their issues. Her shoulders pop out all the time. His arms pop off. Prima, haven't really had a problem with him. But I was telling y'all, and I even showed you, there's an old short where I took one of my many Siege Megatrons and I made a custom Megatronus with blast effects and everything. Man, so, okay, just a little background for y'all. Me and my wife both work from home. This is my office. Her office, right next door. She has a water cooler in her office because she's a lot more professional than what I am. I come in here and talk about toys, and that's it. She does all kinds of amazing things in her office. So, she has a water cooler, and her water cooler went out, and we didn't feel like waiting on Walmart to deliver it, so I went to Walmart to go get her 2 new water bottles. And this is where the story begins. I always peruse the toy aisle because I live literally right. Walmart is, I can look out my window and see Walmart over my subdivision. So the people know me there. They know I'm the toy guy, that black toy guy from in Atlanta. And so the dude was like, bro, hey, we put out some new toys this morning. So I was like, I think I got everything. I know y'all got Vortex and Alchemist and some other stuff or whatever. And so I went ahead over there. And I look on the bottom shelf. And sure enough, they got Grimlock and Wheelie, G2 colors. I'm not looking for that. I want the G1 Grimlock colors. I did miss out on him. I have a Grimlock. And the rest of the Dinobots back there. But anyway, for $39.99, I came home with this. I haven't even opened them yet. I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to wait until this evening. Because 1, I want to finish cutting my grass. 2, I've got some other little things around the house that I want to finish up before I reward myself with my toy. Plus, again, if you're new to the channel, me and my wife usually sit down and watch the review on the toy as we open it. And then she'll unwrap the guns and I'll play with it and transform it and I'll hand it to her and then she'll transform it somewhat and then she'll hand it back and whatever. It's been a busy toy month so far. I think I've gotten Slingshot, Slingshot, 2 aerial bots, Age of the Primes, KSI, Widow, Alchemist, the Elite Seeker and the Ground Seeker, and wait, because I keep all the boxes underneath there. So yeah. Slingshot, Air Raid, Silverbolt, KSI, Alchemist, Elite Seeker, Ground Seeker. Yeah, so I've got 7 toys in the past 2 weeks. On top of that, I just got the entire Abominus the week before that, 2 weeks ago. I've had fun with him, but I haven't really given him the proper time yet, even though he is magnificently gorgeous and huge, and I love his head sculpt. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to check your Walmarts. Because right now they've got a mistake going on, and I will show you the receipt, and it's in the thumbnail also. I paid $39 for MEGATRONUS. Yeah, and best believe there will be a stop motion later. And what I did with my old one, well, with my custom, I have a 5-year-old son. Guess who just got himself a custom MEGATRONUS tank that he's out there tearing the floor up with? Him. Yeah. So, that's one of the many bonuses of having children, is because they can tear up something, and then you can just look at your wife and be like, he broke it. Got to get me a new one. That's how I got my Defensor. That's how I got this. Where is it? There it is. That's how I got this big, beautiful, 20 inches of greatness, was because my son took my original Defensor, like original, 84-ish, and it's a KO, honestly. It was like a Defensor that I got from Big Lots like 20 years ago, but close enough. And he broke the blades off of blades. And I was like, I can't have it now. Now it can't be displayed in the room of greatness with a broken one. I'm actually, hold on, I'll take y'all to it. Because this is his little corner where he's allowed to come and take stuff. There they are. This is his stuff. Old Devastator, and there's the blades that he broke off of blades. So yeah, that's it's a win-win. It's a win-win because now he's got his own little MEGATRONUS that's custom, that Daddy made, and Daddy has MEGATRONUS the Fallen. From what I've seen, I was watching T-Man 978 last night. I was watching his review on Megatron, because now everybody has Megatron. And yes, I have seen it in a store, Walmart, honestly. But again, that's one of those toys that I keep saying, I don't want that. I've got enough Megatrons, and he didn't turn into what I wanted him to turn into. And I'm right now, I'm happy with my Megatron. Shout out to Just Incredible. Crazy channel, my kind of guy. Love that dude. This said he was telling the people at work, the woman, he said the people he worked with was like, you probably go home and play with your toys. And he was like, nope. I go home and play with my toys, and I do the voices. And I thought that was hilarious. But shout out to him, because he was showing off Megatron, and so was T-Man. And everybody was like, it's so disappointing. It's disappointing, not because of what he turns into, but because of the fact that you get him, in this great big box, because they have to have all the boxes the same size, because that's how they pack them. He has to have the same size boxes, Grimlock, same size boxes, everybody else. But the point is, he was saying that, like with Megatronus, you get the cannon, you get the effects, you get the Requiem blaster, you get the fire effects that go on him, you get the other barrel, you get all this other stuff. Whereas when you open Megatron, it's just him in a great big box, and that's it. So it's kind of disappointing. It's kind of a letdown, but you got all this space in the box, but that's what they had to do. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell you, go on and check out your Walmart. Go on and hit them up. See if you go in there. And this is what honestly happened. They had the price tags on the bottom row as $39. So when I got up to go get the water bottles or whatever, and I was like, ma'am, back there, y'all got the stickers wrong. And she was like, what you mean? I said, well, it says 39. She said, well, baby, that's what it's going to be. And she typed it in. But she was like, wait, go take a picture. So I ran back there, took a picture of it, ran back up to her. There it is. And I know the dude that does the toy stocking in Walmart, and like, he's on point. You know what I mean? That's what they made the mistake and gave him to put as the price tag. Like, he's been there forever. He don't make mistakes. Especially when he calls me to tell me what new stuff they might have dropping in the morning. So that's, speaking of, like, that's one of the reasons and one of the ways I was able to get this and review her and do a stop motion on her before the channels that you say buy and steal toys from people. I had it first. Don't believe everything that you see and hear about, reviewers on YouTube, reviewers and so forth and so on. Sometimes stores just get it early. I ain't saying no names because y'all get so emotional over PvP. But yeah, as you see, check it out. You go down to my Rolodex, you'll see I did a review and a stop motion with KSI Widow. I'm gonna call her Widowmaker. 3 days before that toy guy, PvP, and everybody else did. Sometimes your store just gets it early. So with that being said, y'all go hit your Walmart. I'm gonna go hit this grass and cut these bushes out my window so I can see if anybody peeking in at my toys.